belongs to you. This is yours. You're the captain, you're the master, you're the foreman, you're the general, you're the head. Don't give control of this to nobody, especially the devil. Do not let Satan come in here and function and operate, because he has one mission: to keep you off course, to make you not think it's possible, to make you think that God don't hear you. His job is only to destroy you, to make sure that you don't become what God intended for you to become. That's the mission of the devil.
You know, we all want to do the right thing, you know what I'm saying? I think the day I made the decision to become a comedian, I let everything go. That was the day I stopped thinking about things. That was the day I stopped worrying about bills. That was the day I stopped worrying about what day it was. It doesn't really matter. You have a mission to do, shut the fuck up, get up, go do it, and that's it.
You've got every reason to do this. He said, why don't you, among all the goals you're going to set, he said, why don't you set a goal to become a millionaire? A millionaire. This is America. All the possibilities are available. Why don't you set a goal to become a millionaire? He said, it's got a nice ring to it. Millionaire. Enough zeros to impress your accountant? For what it will make of you to achieve it. And I got one of the greatest classes in one sentence I've ever received in my life. Set a goal that'll make you stretch that far. For what it will make of you to achieve it. What a brand new reason for setting goals. What an all-encompassing challenge to have a better vision of the future. What for? To see what it will make of you to achieve it.
Understanding about yourself that what you know is very limited and what you don't know is limitless. And you have an opportunity every day to surround yourself with people to help you grow. And that could be, in my case, it very much was my parents.
So you really only have two choices here. You have the choice to accept your reality as who you are and live your life as that person from now until you die, which I'm pretty sure you don't want to do. Or you have the ability to acknowledge that, hey, the life I'm currently living is the result of the decisions of that person. Back then, I am no longer that person, and now I'm equipped to make better decisions that will produce a different outcome when time does its thing. It's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen in 30 days. But if you make better decisions about your life now, 2, 3, 5 years from now, you're going to be a completely different person in a completely different environment.
Do it. Don't hesitate. Do it. Don't think about making money over that period of time or the money you have to make before you go in or what you're coming out to. Just do it. Too many of us do not embark on an adventure because we're obsessed with or concerned about our at-home lives, our regular lives. If you're going out alone or you've got a partner, I say do it. I spent a year living in the woods, and I remember getting a question one time, how can anyone afford to spend a year living in the woods? And the crowd went a little silent, and I just took a breath, and I just answered, you can't. And I got a standing ovation with that answer, because the truth is, you can't put these roadblocks in front of you before you're about to embark on a great adventure. Just embark on it. Prepare for it. Write things down. Make a lot of lists.
The thing is with me is I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit what anybody says or what anybody thinks. I have this mindset. I know exactly who the fuck I am. I have my circle of people that I hang around with who know me and know what I'm about and whatever. And anybody else who doesn't like it or doesn't want it, fucking bad. Okay.
Yeah. All the twists and turns of my life weren't perfect. They were terrible. They led to depression, but they happened for a reason. They made me stronger. I learned from them. So you can have a bad experience and you can go throw your hands up in the air and go, damn it, why'd that happen? I should have done something differently. Or you can go, and this is what amor fati means, I can learn from it. It happened for a reason. It taught me something. It taught me that this was the wrong thing I should do. It taught me that I am intended to do something differently. Everything in life is a lesson. It is teaching me. You're aware of what you were meant to accomplish in life, you will learn.
Because everything you want is going to be something in front of it that's going to keep you away from it. So you're gonna have to fight. You're gonna have to roll your sleeves up. You're gonna have to put Vaseline on your face, ladies. Take your earrings off. Take your lace front off, baby. You're gonna have to go get it. You're gonna have to go get it.
As soon as you look back in your history and you come up with something that you feel like you want to change, something else has to change. Disappointment to me, to win, you gotta lose. To be successful, you gotta have something that's not successful. To be happy, you gotta have disappointment. So I think all of those things have evolved and happened to make me who I am and understand the benefits and the privileges I have for being who I am, and not to wear it on my sleeve, be very humble about it. That's one thing my parents taught me very well is, don't wear your reputation, don't wear your accolades, don't wear your personality on your sleeve. Let it happen, let it be you. It is who you are. Don't hide from it, but don't wear it and rub it in people's faces. So I say that to understand that, it is what it is. I don't wear it, I don't showcase it, I don't rub it in other people's faces, someone else's opinion.
It's a combination of both. Here it is the natural instinct, and here is control. You are to combine the two in harmony. Not if you have one to the extreme, you will be very unscientific. If you have another to the extreme, you become all of a sudden a mechanical man, no longer a human being. So it is a successful combination of both. See, the idea is running water never grows stale. So you got to just keep on flowing.
What do you want your life to look like, right? I think it's very easy to go, these people are successful, I'm going to do what they do. But if you don't have a sense of day-to-day what you want your life to look like or who you want to be in your life, it's very easy to lose your bearings very quickly because you're going to get offered things. Do you want to go over here? You want to do this? You want to do that? It's where the audience capture thing comes in too. You are doing what makes rational sense or is in your immediate self-interest, but it may well be taking you much, much further away from where you want to go or where you should go. Then you wake up one day and, your spouse leaves you. You wake up one day and your children hate you. You wake up one day and you go, oh, wait, I'm the bad guy. I'm not a positive contributor to humanity. And so I think being really clear with yourself about what success looks like is really important because if you start to get it, it becomes this rocket ship that you're riding on, and you are not going to have the control then of it.
That anything is possible if you do the work. And if you don't want to, I don't give a shit. I don't know you, people at home. I don't. If you stay broke, it affects me zero. But please don't, for the sake of yourself. It doesn't help me. But just don't do it. It sucks. Your success in life and what you want to create for yourself is not pinned on me. I, Tristan Tate, can't make anyone the man that they want to be.
What would I tell my future son? Because if I can't tell him to get through adversity right now, if I can't tell him to keep pushing through, if I don't live through that, how am I going to ever give him genuine advice one day to get through it on his own? So you got to think, man, sometimes you go through things and you don't know the reason at first, but it's not for right now. It's to help someone later. Like your son or your daughter. Sometimes you're living through the toughest thing ever and you don't know why it's happening to you. But sometimes, guys, it's bigger than what you can even see right now. Sometimes your son gonna be looking you in the eye and say, Dad, how do I get through this? And then what are you gonna tell him when you quit before? What are you gonna tell him when you took shortcuts? That's the point, man. There's so much stuff that's bigger than you right now that you're going through for a bigger purpose than you can even imagine.
Greatness is not meant for a few chosen people. It's meant for those who persistently pursue their dreams every day and make that choice when they wake up. So just a mentality, really. As much as I would love to be up here and tell you guys all of what I'm thinking, I just know that the process itself is something I need to focus on.
What can happen when you focus your entire being on an endeavor, on a mission, and then you come out the other end and maybe you did what you wanted to do, maybe you didn't. Whatever it is, it's over. Now you've got this whole expanse of infinity in front of you, and you have no idea where to even begin. Even if we're living our dream, that's not going to be the thing that makes us content and fulfilled. I've had a handful of my dream jobs. I've been very lucky, dude. I've had dream jobs multiple times, and every time I find myself walking out the door of the building going, man, this ain't it, actually.
Pain is a motivator. Pain is not necessarily always bad. If you're in pain, it's going to motivate you to move, to change something. And to mask that with drugs, to dull that pain with drugs, is not necessarily a good thing.
Figured out what those things are and been very rigid about eliminating them from my life. And one of the big ones is eliminating interactions with people that are negative. That is gigantic. And because I've realized that I'm not really as independent as I used to like to think I was. I used to like to think that my thought process was independent and that I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. That's nonsense. People say that because they absolutely care what people think and it bothers them. So they say, I don't give a fuck. But that I don't give a fuck stuff is almost entirely nonsense. You do care. And you care in both ways. You care if people are critical of you, you care if people are positive of you, but you also care if people are living positive lives and they're motivating you. That's a big one. People are fuel.
So if you're not a millionaire and you're not happy with your life, guess what? You are where you deserve to be. And the reason I'm going to say that is as follows. This is all, I had a bad luck this, or I tried this, or I can't pull off that, blah, 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 blah. It's impossible to exist somewhere where you're not comfortable. If I were to say, lay on these red hot stones, and you tried to do it, you'd get up and move because it hurts, it's not comfortable. You have to get out of that position. Yet, if you look at your lives, your life is in a shit position, but you don't move, you don't do anything about it. Even if you're not happy, even if you're uncomfortable, you're not uncomfortable enough to change it. If you were genuinely unhappy about your position, you would not be coming to me for motivation. If you were genuinely pissed off about your situation, you would not need me to motivate you. You would motivate your fucking self, and you would do something to change it yourself.
Execute on the things that they say they wanted to get done. Not what you want me to get done, my mother wants me to get done, my coach wants me, but the things that I really feel like if I do these things, I'm going to be successful. Execute on the things that you said you were going to execute on. These are great people who could blow up, like who could be successful, whatever they touch. But something happened that day. You know, you woke up, got into it with your spouse or your kids called with something that was going on, or you were sick. Like, there are a group of people that feel like it's okay not to execute because I'm not feeling okay.